Today I'm going to bring back one of those oldies but goodies. Like I promised, I'm going to do a whole series on my vintage kitchen. And this is chicken a la king. I loved chicken a la king back in the 70s, 80s, when I used to make it a lot. And Stouffer's have chicken a la king in the frozen food section. But on Sunday, Mr. and I got a rotisserie chicken. I have just a little bit left. I need to use it up, and this is all I got out of we've been nibbling on it, a sandwich and for dinner. And I just got about a cup. If I need more, I do have a can of chunk chicken breast, but I'm going to try not to open that because it might then be too much chicken. So, you're left in a dilemma. I have a half of a small yellow onion, 1 rib of celery that I've chopped roughly. I have my Better Than Bouillon chicken base, a small can of pimentos, just a half a bag of frozen peas and carrots, milk, mushrooms, flour, and then of course the salt and pepper. So meet me over at the stove top and we'll get started on making this chicken a la king. Okay? Okay, we're over at the stove now, and I'm going to turn my pan on medium high, and I have about 2 tablespoons of butter in here, and I'm just going to put a little vegetable oil, maybe about 2 tablespoons of that. Olive oil is a little too strong for this delicate dish. And now I'm going to add my onions and celery. And just let that get softened. I think I'll also put my half of a container of these mushrooms. They might be too big. Let me chop some up. Okay. Okay, I stepped over to the computer just a moment, and sometimes I just get lost in Googling, So I was going to look up royalty-free music and start listening to a song, and forgot my food here. So, for those of you who are new to the kitchen, unless the baby's crying, don't step away from your food until you get a little more experience under your belt. I'm going to put another heaping teaspoon of butter in my pan now. I'm preparing to make my roux. Turn that down a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to put some flour, and I guess it's about 2 tablespoons of flour, my salt, and I think I want white pepper. Okay, where's my salt? And my white pepper is right here on top. I don't want this to be a brown gravy, so I better take this off the stove. That brown means flavor. But right now, I'm going to turn off the heat, add my milk, and this is just 1% milk, so my roux won't darken anymore. Turn my heat back on, a medium low. Okay, so now I can put my kosher salt and white pepper to taste. And we'll just cook this roux until it thickens. My gut tells me I may need some more milk. That might have been 1/3 cup. In my measuring cup, I want to add my chicken bouillon base, and I'm just going to pour about 1/2 cup of water, and then put a nice teaspoon of my better than bouillon, and just stir that. I like this chicken base because it is, okay, I put 1.5 teaspoons because it's so flavorful. Okay, and that I'm going to add too. Now that will dissolve as my roux or my gravy progresses. And those little brown bits that you see floating, that's only flavor. That's all it is. Now I'm going to add my chicken from a rotisserie chicken that we had on Sunday. I'm not waiting on my gravy to thicken. Here are the vegetables that I sauteed. What else? Peas and carrots. As many as you want. And that's 1/2 of a carton. Half of a package, I'm sorry. And then my pimentos, and that's diced pimento. And I think I'll just add enough to give it color. Not even 1/2 of this container. And the container is 2 ounces. So I didn't even use 1 ounce. I'm going to go ahead and let this mixture just simmer here for maybe about 10 minutes, and I'll bring you back when the chicken a la king has reached a thickening stage. Okay guys, it's been about 10 minutes since I had this boiling. It is just perfect for the way that I want my chicken a la king to be. If you want yours a little creamier, you can let it reduce even more, about 5 minutes, but it's perfect for me. It's beautiful and it's colorful. Please rate, subscribe, and comment on this chicken a la king. It's an oldie but a goodie dish. And until next time, this is Grandma Cheep Cheep, and thank you for joining me in my vintage kitchen. Bye bye now.